Humans have always been in love with the idea of flight. The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience what was once thought impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. With that is the ever-increasing need for accomplished maintenance technicians.
We were already in something of a crisis because the average age for an AMT mechanic working on everything from jetliners to Piper Cubs, the small guys, the average age has gotten to be 58 years old. And there's a huge demand. There's people who are retiring faster than we can bring them in. The COVID crisis, you might think that it would be, well, that's going to be terrible for the industry. It's something of a reprieve, really. Because by 2025, the FAA has already predicted that the demand is going to be back where they were in 19. Boeing themselves has said over the next 20 years, we're going to need almost 200,000 new mechanics for the United States alone, 750,000 worldwide. And that's just in 20 years.
On a typical day, we get here before 7 a.m. and we go to the classroom for a lecture. After the lecture, we usually go out to the hangar and perform some labs that the teachers created to help us get a better understanding of what we're doing specifically in that class.
Taking flight is no walk in the park. From beginning to end, a top-notch team is needed to keep every passenger safe and comfortable. It requires a sharp pilot, an innovative engineer, and more importantly, well-trained, dedicated maintenance technicians.
We have the same approach every time we come to an aircraft. In the nursing program here, we have OSCE, where they talk to a patient to determine what their symptoms are. You have trouble breathing, or how do you feel, and whatnot. It's like airplanes can't talk to us, but it can talk to us by using our troubleshooting trees and our other methodology. We will depend on the mechanic, the pilot, to tell us what is the system doing that's not where it's supposed to be. And then we'll go out there and make our physical inspection of it. At the same time, we have our technical manuals there to help us go through a troubleshooting tree to determine just what the issue could be and take steps from there to correct it.
Industry throughout the nation, throughout the world even, needs great mechanics working on equipment and programs that they have for their companies. But for us, with the former Air Force Base here in Roswell, we have a lot of airplanes here. And the students had the capability and the ability, once they received their training, to be certified by the FAA and go on to working on airplanes that service passengers and cargo.
With aviation maintenance personnel in such high demand, it is of the utmost importance that training be of a high caliber. That is why many choose Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell.
Well, we're one of the oldest in the country. We started out in a small post office here across the way. We used Hangar 85, where Air Sail is now. This building here was constructed in the 1980s and expanded heavily in the early 2000s. We were recognized by Bill O'Brien, one of the guru from the FAA, for being the best bang for the buck for an airframe and power plants course.
Well, the students here at Eastern New Mexico in the program are part of a partnership with our secondary schools, our high schools, through a program we call Career Tech Education. Career Technical Education, or CTE, is a program where students can transfer directly from high school to Eastern's campus to get the skills they need to advance into the aviation industry. The aviation industry is a fairly large industry, obviously. But what's really good about that is that the students that are here are from the region generally. And they're going to stay here and grow their families and grow their lives and their careers with great compensation, great benefits, and learn a great skill set that's going to make them marketable for anything they want to pursue, especially in the aircraft industry.
ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering their students through a nurturing and trusting environment built on mutual respect. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology programs, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success.
I chose ENMU Roswell because I felt like a community college and a smaller school or classroom setting would benefit me more than going to a larger school where I don't get much one-on-one time with my teachers, or I'm not able to build relationships with them where I can contact them if I ever have questions or doubts about what I'm doing.
First thing that we try to instill is an attention to detail. What are they looking at when they're actually looking at the aircraft? The ability to read the maintenance manuals and to interpret them and use them to correct any issues that are wrong, or to make certain that it is all correct. By them coming here, they get that individual training that makes a difference to them, where they understand it.
To learn more, contact us today.